On Lake Mead, it's time for the Performance Corner, brought to you by NGK, the source for serious power. Dick Crippen is with a couple of high flyers in the pits now.
I am just happy to be here with these two guys because in the second to the last race of the season, these two guys had a ride they'll remember. John, let's start with you. You came up on the outside in Circus, and you were really putting it to the metal.
Yeah, Dick, I had a sort of a late start and was trying to stay out of the salt. And I lost, I never realized the boat was out of shape, and I lost, the minute I lost the horizon, I knew that I really had no control over it anymore, and it's really, it's just an awful feeling. You know that nothing good is going to come out of a situation like that, but obviously Ron and I are both safe, and that's really what really matters, I guess.
I think it's an E-ticket without any question. Ron, when you were going over, number one, you were again riding right up there with the turbines.
I looked at my wind air indicator, and it said 0, and I said, well, I'm not even going very fast, so, hey, we can go racing. Next thing I know, like John says, the horizon was gone, and there's nothing you can do. You know, there's nothing you can do about it except the canopy and the belts and everything, and the air that we was breathing saved our lives.
The development of the canopy will permit those boys to run again, but not until next year. They won't compete today. Here's the lineup for Heat 1B. Mitch Evans will be in the substitute whole set Miss Madison. Jerry Hopp, consistent all year in the paddock pools. Here's a guy looking for a national and world title, Scott Pierce in Mr. Pringles. Wheeler Baker will drive the automotive-powered Mistro Light. And Larry Lauterbach is back in action in the Vantage Ultra. Owner Steve Woomer held the Vantage Ultra out of the saltwater competition at San Diego, but they're back in action today. Let's go to Dick Crippen.
We missed having the Vantage Ultra with us on the second to the last race of the season, but here it is, the grand finale, and Larry Lauterbach is back. A little time off.
Little time off, Dick. We decided to skip San Diego. We're not in the points chase. We didn't see any need in going down and fighting that saltwater program. And so we took a couple of days off last week, went to Tri-Cities, Washington, tested the Vantage Ultra. We learned quite a bit over there with a few new changes in the boat and all, so we're real optimistic about this weekend.
And now we go to Heat 1B as the boats come down. It is the Vantage Ultra, Mr. Pringles, Stro Light, Paddock Pools, and the whole set Miss Madison.
Jim, right out in front, it is going to be Vantage Ultra. Larry Lauterbach back in the seat of that boat. They have been taking the time that they missed in San Diego and putting a lot of testing into this boat. You'll remember it flew earlier in the season. They wanted to try to settle it down a little bit. There's the start, and Vantage Ultra has the field following him.
Mr. Pringles, a very close second place right now as they come off of corner number 2 and start down the back chute. Water is rough here, Dick.
It certainly is, and the wind has got to be a factor in this race as it was in the first one. These guys had a little bit slower speed in the first heat simply because of that wind factor. We're going to watch and see if Scotty Pierce can get the Mr. Pringles up there. Remember, they're trying to qualify for the final heat of the day, so it's not so important that they go first, second, or third in the preliminary heats. They want to just get enough points to get into that final, and at this point, Scotty Pierce is going to be careful, but he's coming up on the inside.
He's maintaining lane 1, hiding in the rooster tail. Here he comes now. He's going to challenge again, but Larry Lauterbach holds him off as they come down to complete lap number 1 at 124.330 miles per hour.
So they're still hitting over 170 miles an hour on the straightaways, and those sprays are very, very strong and powerful. You can see the tremendous power these boats develop. Vantage Ultra just managing to hold off Scott Pierce. Look at this battle back here with the Stro Light, the boat on the far side, the darker boat on the inside. It's the whole set Miss Madison, the substitute boat, driven by Mitch Evans.
4 boats will be eliminated out of the 10. They're side by side right now. Whoa, look on the left as the Stro Light with that Ford Motors really bouncing out of the water.
This is really one of the best runs that we've seen for that Mistro Light boat. That's the boat that is automotive powered. They've had all sorts of problems trying to get those engines to work together, but look at them go today.
As our leader right now comes around, it is, whoa, look at that bouncing through the spray. Scotty almost lost it in the Mr. Pringles as he gives chase to the Vantage Ultra.
Larry Lauterbach coming down now for the checkered flag. There he is. Larry Lauterbach out of Portsmouth, Virginia, takes home the win for Steve Woomer in the Vantage Ultra. Second place, Scott Pierce in the Mr. Pringles. I think that's all Scott wanted to accomplish. Get that second place, get your points.
So he and the Budweiser each pick up a second place the first time out. They each pick up 300 points. Here's your third place, Miss Stro Light, fighting right now, and he'll take third over the whole set Miss Madison at the checkered flag.
What a great finish back in the pack, and that's something we have to remember. Just barely noses him out. Allow for the angle of the camera, and there's your nose right there. Great job by Wheeler Baker, who is a tough, tough driver.
A pretty good heat for the fans here on Lake Mead to watch, with Vantage Ultra the winner, Mr. Pringles, Miss Stro Light, whole set Miss Madison. The paddock pools did not finish. Former Gold Cup winner, driver and owner Lee Shaneth joins us today. He's down in the winner's circle with the winning driver.
Yeah, I'm here with Larry Lauterbach, who just won Heat 1B in the Vantage Ultra. Water looked a little choppy, Larry, but you rode well.
Water's a little bumpy, Lee, but the Vantage Ultra boat is set up for the rough water. We knew that coming in here. You know, we ran Las Vegas real well last year, qualifying second and won our first heat. So we're on a roll. We won the first heat. The water's a little bumpy, but we handled it pretty well. Got a good start and just did our own thing.
Well, that's the whole thing to start. You did have a good one.
Oh, we had a good start, yeah.
3 more heats to go. Hope to see you again.
Thank you, Lee. We appreciate it. Vantage Ultra will be in there swinging.
Well, a good ride for Larry Lauterbach, but look what happened here to Paddock Pools. Lost part of the prop, and look at what happened to the drive shaft. Literally bent it out. You talk about torque developing in these engines. That's the power we talk about all the time. We'll be back to talk more about that in this HFC American Hydroplane Series from Las Vegas in a moment.